Sex can be anything from awkward to painful to mind-blowing. We've got some tidbits every woman should be told about sex, but they probably weren't. Joining me in the Google Hangout to discuss them is Doctor of Human Sexuality and Intimacy expert Kat Smith. Welcome, Dr. Smith.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. First up, the first one on the list, which I think both men and women, I guess women learn it, men know it from an early age that this has to happen, but both are very unhappy with it, is that there's no dignified way of cleaning up, and you're always going to need to clean up afterwards.
Yes, it's messy fun, but, it's like we go back to our childhood. We played in mud pies. We played dirty, but, sex is messy fun. So, it's whenever bodily fluids are going to be involved, you just have to understand it, But you can be kind to each other.
Mm-hmm.
He can bring you, he can ask you to jump in the shower with him, so it could be fun, clean up.
Yeah, the cleanup is always an awkward moment, too, for sexual partners. Even if you do make it fun, there's still that moment of, okay, that's over. Now we have to, okay, let's figure this out now. Let's put this together and clean it. It's such a practical reality to come after such an extended period of time of impractical passion.
Yes, it is, but, you're both, exhausted, hopefully, because really engaged in this love play. And so it's just nice to just okay, let's just relax, just exhale and go, oh, that was awesome, and just kind of snuggle up for a second and just, share
give me the towel.
That moment, yeah. Share that moment and then say, okay, wait, how about a shower?
Yeah.
You might get things started again in the shower. So.
That's true. That's true. Number 2 here is a male partner won't always have a higher sex drive than you.
That's true. We gauge, as women, we've always been told to be a lady, kind of curb your desires. Don't talk about that too much because you look like a tramp or whatever. So we've always been told that, to play down that. And yes, your sex drive can be, low, it could be off the charts. So, there's no ruling that, a man's sex drive is going to be higher than yours.
I think that's something that men have to learn as well, is that men and women both have to learn, is that male sex drive doesn't necessarily, it's so stereotyped to be something that is always going, that men always want to have sex, and if they don't always want to have sex, there has to be something wrong with them. I feel like it's something for both partners, that both men and women have to eventually learn that your sex drive fluctuates.
Yeah, it fluctuates, and I know men can have they have interests that are outside of sex, like cars and golf, and just like we have outside interests. So your mind is not constantly, a man's mind is not constantly revolving around sex. Now, if there's visual things that make him think about sex, he'll go back and revisit sex, but he's providing for his family, or he's working, or he's doing other things that keep his mind off of sex, just like everyone else.
Yeah. Next on the list, we have you can have as much sex as you want with as many people as you like. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes. It's just be sensible and be safe. Just
Absolutely.
Choose your partners wisely. But we are sexual beings, and that's a pleasure that is a gift from the gods. So just be safe and pick your partners wisely. You don't want to just, be with someone who's not going to understand that sex is a mutual giving situation. You're sharing your bodies with each other. So, pleasure is supposed to be shared and given.
Absolutely. You don't want to be with someone who's going to ruin a sexual experience for you. A ruined sexual experience can ruin sexual experiences for you for far long after than you would like. Somehow I feel like it's harder to pick it back up if someone ruins it for you. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Number 6 on the list is sex doesn't look like it does in the movies or in porn.
It doesn't. And there's some new forms in the genre that is helping women to feel more comfortable with watching porn. Porn is for entertainment purposes. It's to stimulate, it's to get things going. You shouldn't try to replay the pace of porn in your bedroom. It's okay to get ideas from porn, but you really shouldn't try to keep up the pace and the tempo that porn is displaying, because
you shouldn't.
It takes the spontaneity out of it.
I think it's okay to get ideas from porn as well, but I think one of the problems that we see with pornography is the expectations that one has for their partner based off of the ideas or what they've learned from pornography.
Yes, I mean, the aggressiveness or the roughness, the pulling the hair, the spanking, some of those things could be actually triggers to, put somebody off with sex. So you want to be careful that what you're seeing in pornography is something that your partner is willing to experience. So, there's a fine line with some of that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Smith, for joining us and giving us your perspective.